Greetings, my friends. I hope you're having a good day. For I am Gilles Mansillon. I come to welcome you into this new age of Aquarius. For today, yesterday, there is this planet Pluto, the Lord of Transformation, that's going to move through, for the next 20 years, he's going to move through Aquarius, this part of the sky that's going to open up and create all kinds of transformation. The last time Pluto traversed Aquarius, there was the American War of Independence, there was the French Revolution, there was the knowledge that every man were born free and equal in rights. Even if we're still working on that, we became aware of that. And so the changes, nobody's going to prevent the changes, and I don't think Pluto is going to wait to be in the middle of the Aquarians. In 10, it's not going to wait 10 years to create the change. The change is going to start right away, and they're already happening. So just be ready, be prepared. Do not fight the change. Flow with the change. Allow yourself to let go. It's going to create a lot of chaos, conflict, chaos, suffering, because a lot of people have such a narrow beliefs, and they're so strongly attached to their belief. When the walls are going to fall, they're going to be completely lost. So we have to be compassionate and remain peaceful and calm in the process. And so personally, I have a mission to be an arbiter, to arbiter, to find in some sense it is like a judge, but a positioning in relationship to things. A lot of time when I'm confronted with situations, Spirit says that my position is the right one. It is wisdom, and therefore when you judge with wisdom, you clarify a situation. If you judge and you do not have the wisdom, but for me it's like Spirit is letting me know that I may be in error, and so they don't validate my positioning, but and I correct it. But if someone judge and condemn the situation and is not just, then they will suffer injustice in the future, because it is the part of the law. It's just one example. So it's better to not to judge unless we're wise, but we do have to find a middle road to position ourselves in order to balance the energies. And so I also wanted to talk about dreams. Dreams are very important. For Freud, Sigmund Freud was the one who brought back the understanding that dreams have significance, because in Descartes they were absolutely no meaning and shouldn't listen to it. But for me, they're very, very important. Well, sometimes you can have a nightmare. It is like you expurging a negative energy, you burning out a karma. When you have a nightmare, don't try to understand it. Just remove it from your consciousness. You've been through that. It's good. You eliminated that. When you have a beautiful symbolic dream, then you write about it. You try to understand it. You cultivate it. And sometimes during the night, we are being aware of astral activity that inform us on evolving situation, because we do have a double life. Of course, I'm just expressing my thoughts and idea. I know there is a lot of love and wisdom in what I'm expressing. It's when I listen to my video, I say, well, I'm a pretty good teacher. I'm expressing some important thoughts, yet use only what really resonates with you. I don't mean to be but I do see the value more and more into this, anchoring those energies through those messages and communication. What's very important is to focalize on peace. Peace is essential. Inner peace, outer peace, global peace. This is really the whole point of the mission. That's where everything will start. So before and above everything else, peace is the essence. So and sometimes we have to stay quiet and wait for the guidance to come. Sometimes it's like there is times where we just have to wait, and then the mirror, when we tune into the spirit frequency, then an information comes. And sometimes it's not the information we expect, but we have to take it and learn and grow from what we're getting from the mirror of life. There is spirit within all things and all beings, so the information can come from anywhere. The observer of the day is a bird it's called the orphan. It is a bird that needs to open his wing. It's like there is no choice. Eventually, we're going to need to open our wing and fly. It's like until we do that, we might find ourselves very, very much stuck into a place. The highest wisdom is the invisible power, to learn to work with all this invisible universe. There's so much in the invisible universe. It is so big, it is so rich, it is so divine and profound. There is so many, there's 352 dimensions of the creator universe, and only one density is physical. Even the materialist scientists have been able to identify the fact that 90% of the universe is invisible. They call it dark matter, but in truth it's not dark matter. The celestial sphere, architectural spheres, all kinds of things that that hold all kinds of gravity and center and controlling energies, and that an invisible world that are beyond that vibrate faster than what our eyes can perceive. So those energies are beyond our ability. As we raise our frequency, open our third eyes, we become aware and we can attune and see all those worlds. What we need to understand is flexibility, not to be rigid. It's a time of change, so remain flexible, remain open to the energy that comes to you every moment. What happens 5 minutes ago is already the past. It's like, whoa, sometimes we're hanging on to say, well, we received something very powerful 5 minutes ago, and so we want to hold on to that because it is the truth. No, well, it's past. There is something new now. It's like it's a training process, an initiation process. What we need to do is understand all that shine. It's a big pile of gold. It's wonderful, but it is a facade. It is only a facade. So just be connected. Even if you have a lot of things on the outside that are changing, evolving, and wonderful things on the outside, remain connected to your inner self, to your heart, your inner center, your guidance, and the outcome will be the rest and recuperation. The time of the nap, we're going to be able to enjoy a time of rest and recuperation. Because once you do the work, you are rewarded with the ability to integrate, also to prepare. Personally, I'm really eager to put a suit and tie and go back to work. Well, of course, it's not the outside appearance is doesn't make is not that important. It's more what's going on within. But in my profession as an art dealer, it's a place we don't come in shorts and baskets to sell art. So I'm really eager to be able to get this new wardrobe and go back to work. Presentation is important. We only have one chance to make a first impression, and but we have to be flexible. I had to do what I had to do in order to prepare for that. But it's going to be a lot of very exciting new development. For everything is about the level of consciousness and the level of presence. We have to understand the more we are present, the more we are conscious, the more we are able to draw information from those above us, and to be able to assess those below us without judgment, but to be aware, to be for we are all growing and evolving within the truth of the one. For there is, I've seen that in many times on the planet, in courts, for instance, in the justice system, you swear to say the whole truth. That's a complete nonsense. I mean, it makes sense in relationship to what they're trying to say, tell all the fact without omission. But the truth is like, I do not know the truth. Only God knows the truth. The whole truth is only known by God. Only God knows God once. And even if you are one with God and you know the whole truth, God has shared the whole truth with you. The truth being an infinity will never be able to be expressed in any form of language. Otherwise, it would no longer be the infinite truth of God. So it's like, we'll see. I've never been called to testify, but I will have to strike a deal with the judge if I have to testify, to say the fact truthfully without omission. But the truth is, I do not know the whole truth. So. For it's like it's an ongoing process of awakening. It's very Pluto is going to awaken the world, and it's going to, because of the conflict that are going to be generated, it's going to create a lot of suffering. So just be prepared to even experience some suffering, but by doing that, there will be a lot of release and open space for new consciousness. The awakening process is always followed by a transformation. The transformation is always followed by a transcendence. The transcendence is followed by an enlightenment, and the enlightenment will lead to this ascension. If it takes so much time, it's because the ascension is so important. It's the most important event we'll ever had in all our incarnation. It is a one-time experience where we end our mortal career and start a new eternal career, knowing that even saints, immortals, Buddhas, ascended masters do make mistakes. They're still learning, growing, and evolving until they will become one with the one. They will become deified and will become one. They will become God, because there is only one. But it's attained level of consciousness. A lot of people will say, well, I am God, so trying to be more than God, but that's the Luciferian program. We're not trying to be more than one. We're just trying to find our place within the one in relationship to our level of consciousness, and seeing what brings us the most joy, the most fulfillment, the most creativity, and where we can provide the best service. We can be instrumental. Personally, I know I'm going to, I am what we call an initiator. There is 9 initiators that will come forward in the global stage that will give empower the 6 million light workers that will be able to, and then together as one, will be able to awaken the global humanity. But all the planets are aligned and in the service of the one. Before the gods used to be in opposition, in fight, the duality, the dark archetype against in mythology and so on. But now there is no, all of this has been discharged for the most part. And so it's like everybody's serving the one, serving you, because you are the one. And so eventually we'll break down all those barriers and we'll accept to be elevated little by little. We're going to turn into the crystalline field, the crystalline structure, the crystalline consciousness. Our cells are being elevated so we can transmute more energy, integrate more energy. And all the old timelines, the catastrophe, the end of the world, this apocalyptic timeline have been changed because this was enough enlightenment. The window of opportunity for this destruction, this total destruction of the world, I think has completely shifted. The only ones that are still trying to create this biblical apocalypse are the dark ones. They believe that if they destroy the world, they will be saved in their bunkers. But they will not be saved in their bunkers, I assure you. And the destiny of what God's plan is for this planet and humanity and those who seek to do good and to assist or to at least to be sincere and honest, will be to manifest the fullness of their divinity and presence. So all of that is really what is potential and will become actual as time goes on. Yeah, but remove yourself from this. I recommend do not allow yourself to even envy, to empower in any way, shape, or form those kind of timelines of great catastrophe on a planetary level. If that such a case was there is biological ships that could be transported into biological ships and then we'll live in those galactic ships. There are 3 of them. They were constructed during the Cold War. I visited them. They're stationed on Jupiter. They're invisible, but they're stationed around Jupiter. They're huge ships that's just as big as the Earth, and they were constructed by the Arcturian during the Cold War because the spirit didn't really know if we were going to pass that test of the Cold War, and it was really, but we made it. I'm going to pull a few cards. It's like the observer of the day is going with the flow. It's really flowing the love, flowing whatever feels good, and just be in the joy. So the past is the healing. The healing has been integrated. It's not fully manifested yet, but it's already anchored within this root, this base. Right now, we're in the energy of sharing, of the teacher. We're here to share our light and to continue to cultivate our life. The more we share, the more we receive as well. And what is coming in the near future is traveling. There's going to be a new level of traveling. For now, we're still in the inside. The inside, we still are being suppressed. We still have to cut certain cords. There's still certain cords that are weighting us down. So we'll cut the cords. We have to free ourselves from the past and its negative impact upon us. We have to free ourselves from the biblical snake also and all the deception. There will always be, not always, but there is. It's the betrayal, the lies, those is part of the earth, and we do not want to be fooled by it. It's only power. The snake has only one power: is the power of seduction. It doesn't have any more power than that. If we don't buy his story, it's just his power is vanished. And so we want to cut the head of that snake, but realize you only want to see when you look at people, you want to go to the back door to see if they have a good heart, because there is all the mask of the ego. It's like it's called politics. The politicians are very good to present a really pretty face, but if you look behind, it's not all that pretty. And what we come to realize within ourselves, or that is within ourselves, we have to fight it within ourselves rather than trying to blame others for they have to face their own karma, and they will face themselves eventually. Not to be deceived by all this program, not to buy all their insanity. and try to protect your children, send protective, create protective measures through your presence. And what will come is as we do that, is the friendliness, is love, is sharing, all of that. The more and more we're going to be able to feel the connection within, feel deep connection from the heart and soul, and we'll be able to connect to many other souls on that level, where there'll be a lot of exchange of love. And on the outside world, there's really the mastery, to become our master, our own master, to take charge of this program. If you cannot, of course, the plan of the world is huge. It's billions of souls here, so you cannot take care of everything. Just take care of whatever is coming, is presented to you, and then know that there is other avatars that will take care of the rest if you don't have time to take care of everything. But we're here to liberate this world one way or the other. And so for it's like everybody's learning through the process. Even for God has created perfect beings that do not grow or evolve. They're serving the universe in its function, but everybody else is growing and learning. Even the angels and the archangels, they're still learning through experience, and only God does not change. And even because the source is an absolute, the universal Father, the eternal Son, and the infinite Spirit, absolute beings. They do not change. They cannot change. They are all, and they will always be all. Just as paradise it will change and grow, but it will never change in its nature as a central sphere. Yet there is this program in the universe. When God created the universe, there is an experiential God, the supreme God, the supreme. We're learning. We're all part of that. It's about, through our action, we're learning truth, beauty, and goodness. And once every being on every planet, in every universe, in all super universe will have achieved this light and life, the supreme will come will be fully personified as the one that will rule over all of time and space. But the seven super universe, that will take a very long time, for every universe is growing, every planet, every person is growing independently. So there are maybe 8 billion souls on this planet, but there is 10 million planets in our local universe. There is 100,000 local universe in our super universe. So it is really a big thing. And God will use the dark and the light for his own spiritual evolution through experience, because he knows all things. But the experience, he is learning through the experience that we're having, through the minister of the experience, through the whole minister of the evolution of all time and space. For it's something that is completely beyond my ability to conceive, yet I can understand a little bit of that. And once we discover the subtle realm, the beauty of the eternal energy of the creator universe, the higher planes, the subtle realm, then we create a longing to return. But I think really what's the outcome of this experience is that we will be able to integrate within our physicality and human consciousness this immortal eternal energy, which will manifest the perfect beauty of the divinity that we come from, who we are, and where we're going. And slowly but surely we'll be able to integrate that. So I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you very much for continuing to cultivate this energy, for anchoring this energy, for sharing this energy with love and light, to be love and light, to know that all the darkness and the shadows are illusions that we need to accept and grow with, and utilize that for our own growth and spiritual evolution. I thank you so much for your donations. I thank you so much for sharing, liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel. So much is going to be happening. A lot of transformation on the outer form will be for the essence of my message in terms of love, wisdom, in the unity of the Creator will not change. That I don't think that can change. But maybe not even, well, we're growing, but the form will definitely change, and at which point we're going to be able to address more people will be interested. For people are very much more interested in form than in substance as I'm talking about the general public. We're all based on the outer appearance. But we'll make do, and we're gonna be able to create some very new things with this transition of Pluto through Aquarius. It's going to be quite wonderful. It's going to be happening for 20 years, and so it's like we have to expect a lot of change. But after that, how the unenlightened humanity will react to the change that remains to be seen. and the galactics are coming closer. We have all the assistance of the spirit realms as we tune in, we trust, we tune into to the frequency of love. Always call on the creator first, and then you can invoke any other spirit. So I'm going to finish with a song and pull out a few cards. It's a song about a karmic relationship of someone. A song went through my mind today, but I was going to sing it in the French video, but I sang it the other day in the French video, so I didn't want to repeat it. But somebody was like, when you're in a karmic relationship, it means you're not really happy with the relationship, but there is no way you're going to live it because it's like you're bound to it. And so it's called Wild Horses. Childhood living, it's easy to do the things you wanted. I bought them for you, graceless lady. You know who I am. You know I can't let you slide through my hands. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild, wild horses couldn't drag me away. I watch you suffer a dull aching pain. Now you've decided to show me the same. No sweeping exit or off stage lines could make me feel bitter or treat you unkind. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild, wild horses couldn't drag me away. You know I've dreamt you a sin and a lie. I have my freedom, but I don't have much time. Faith has been broken, tears must be cried. Let's do some living after we die. Wild horses, rewrite them someday. Wild, wild horses, we'll ride them someday. Wild horses, we'll ride them someday. Beautiful song of the Rolling Stones. But of course, we're over with the karmic relationship. We've done that, been there, done that. Vini, vidi, vici. Now we want joy in relationship. We want fulfillment. We want sharing. We want adventure. Well, everybody's looking for different things, but we also want passion. We also want. We have to trust. Sometimes I feel a bit of doubts in relationship to certain aspect of certain relationships and how could that all works, but you have to trust and go with the flow, really, to follow each moment. There is new information that can come in that can change everything, or new experience, or new people, or new opportunity, or new doors that open. The higher the observer of the day is love. So there will always be love is always in the air. Love is in the air. I can see it everywhere. So it is very much about feeling the love. Love has always been there, and even on the Greek mythology, Eros was one of the original deities. Always been there, although it was a lot of chaos at the beginning. But love has always been there, and love is the beginning and the end. For ever increasing octaves of love. For love is trillions of forms of love. It's always unique as well. The highest wisdom is cheminement. It is like a stairway. In the French they always saying this stairway to heaven. And it's like the stairway to heaven is like the opposite of the highway to hell. There is some that are using the highway to hell of AC/DC, and others that are going to the stairway to heaven of Led Zeppelin. It's like seems like those two timelines, and it's really choice. But it's really a step by step process. It's an initiation. We are groomed to become ascended masters and to take our position, to take our rank. What we need to understand is the same card as we had in French. It's forgiveness. We have to forgive ourselves because we created a lot of things in the unconscious when we were unconscious, and so now we have to deal with it, our own limitation, our own mistakes. We will continue to make mistakes, but we'll continue to grow. So forgive yourself. You deserve to transcend, because unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness transcends karma. It's like once we achieve this unconditional love and forgiveness, we can overcome anything. So and forgive others as well, of course. They were just instrumental in teaching us the lessons. What we need to do is the dreams, to continue to cultivate, to believe in your dreams, and to make life has to become is a dream. We have to make it an ever increasing, the more beautiful dream is possible. For the life in the physical is a temporal reality, therefore it is a dream, since life is eternal. And so, but we do have to make it a beautiful dream. So just we have to make it a paradise on earth, so we can live in this dream. Even the higher dimensions are still dreams in relationship to the eternal truth of the one. But as we ascend through the dimension, the densities, the dreams become so much more beautiful and so much more liberated. And the outcome will be elevation. So it's very much about this elevation, this portal of ascension. It's like a cosmic elevator that is really it's like to allow ourselves to be elevated naturally. So just be yourself, and to sign on self, be true. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.